Hello, and welcome to the Sekai Pogcast, the only podcast that interviews Sekai tiers to my knowledge. Anyway, so today we have the wonderful and apparently tons of fans according to chat. Pori time, Pori time, Pori, big fan of Pori, big fan. Woo, Pori, woo, go Pori, I'll fill for you, Pori, yee, let's go, Pori, woo, from, well, would you like to introduce yourself, although the chat seems to know you?
Yeah, thanks for having me. My name is Pori. I'm here to advertise my Christmas party that's coming up.
Oh yeah, I've
like
heard
to
about
cheer.
your Christmas party. What's up with that?
I don't really know yet.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Okay, well, you said you like the tier, so could you tell us about your achievements in Sekai so far?
I have one 30K title that I'm pretty proud of.
Oh yeah.
Also, yeah, I've also got a T1 and a T3, a couple T20s, no T40s, but I kind of tier spontaneously, so.
Yeah, I feel like you're a very common sight on the leaderboard. I do have a question though. About your T 30K, was it?
Yeah.
What event was that?
That was a Marionette. That's actually when I started playing the game personally. I wasn't around for the first event, so.
I see.
Had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah. How did you even get into Sekai? What made you jump during Marionette?
Well, I mean, I like rhythm games. I basically, Direct Line came from Project Diva. I was playing that, very religiously for a while, and then I got a new phone, so I was like, I think I can actually download a game that is a mobile app, and it worked out. So I started playing it, I think, a little bit before Christmas last year. And I did not play the JP version, I just went straight to the English one.
I see. So you were directed English, previously a Project Diva player. So you have known of Miku, of course.
Right, I didn't know what I was getting into. I was expecting, a Vocaloid-centered game, and I was like, who are all these characters?
Yeah, who are all these characters? Like, gosh, now that you speak about the characters, I think this is a question that a few people have on their minds. Do you have a favorite of of any of the characters?
I don't. I really don't. I mean, if there was a character that was with red hair or just a red themed character, I would definitely be a big fan. But
now that you
no red.
Say that, there are really no redheads, huh?
Yeah.
They're all either pink or orange, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. No, I didn't even really think about that. But you're so right. There are no redheads in Sekai. Wow. Okay. Do you have if there's no favorite singular character, do you have a favorite group of the characters or not?
No, not really. I mean, I like them all for different reasons. I think Wonderland Showtime's got the best design.
Oh.
I think the best songs come from BBS. I think the best story goes to Nigo. But, I mean, I really like them all for different reasons.
You really could, be one of the few people in Sekai who could wear the, fan of all title and, really mean it.
Yeah, I like to sport that title every now and then.
It suits you. What's up with the chat saying Len, Jesus Oshi, Len, Banana Boy Oshi, Len. What's up with
I somehow
that?
came out as a Len Oshi, I guess. I don't know. It happened during Awakening B, because... I mean, I used him a lot, so he somehow got to CR 35. It was unintentional, but I mean, I do love Len, but I love Ran.
Okay.
Too.
okay. I see.
I hope to catch them all up so that Len doesn't seem isolated as my favorite.
Who is your highest CR right now, if I may ask?
I think actually both Toya and Len are at 35.
Okay, Toya and Len both
Toya
at 35.
got up there either.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have... How many feathers do you have? Do you know this off the top of your head, or do you just have a lot?
Yeah, 14... Or, wait, 15.
15! Wow!
Yeah, 15 out of 26, yeah.
Well, that's a great number. Holy moly. Oh, okay. Well, now that we know that you got outed as a Lenoshi, during Awakening Beat, I want to ask about, your tiers that you've done. Especially I'm especially curious about Awakening Beat and Mermaid Admiration. Though I'd love to hear more stories about your 30K. Like anything from your tiers that you think is like notable, like any cool things that happen, any funny like anecdotes that you want to share?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's always a good time. I wouldn't have done it again if I didn't have so much fun the first time, but I mean, I did plan to tier and try to get podium on Awakening Beat. I don't know. I wasn't sure what to expect. I did not obviously expect to go to 100 million. I'm not sad that I had to, but it was something I wasn't mentally ready to be a part of, I guess.
I
I
see.
just knew, slap envy, and so I slapped envy. I
Okay. Okay.
I got the majority of my points of that without an odd core. I had like the same 3 fillers for
Oof.
like 80% of the event. Yeah, yeah.
I respect that grind though. Like, no, like to I mean to have the same three fillers for most of the event, that's like dedication on their part. So shout outs, right? And then secondly,
Right.
like even I feel like it's really common to see like the sentiment that it's kind of hard to get into tiering, even if you have like the resources, like whether you have money or time or whatever, because like you might not have like the community. But it seems that you had like a nice community of people to help you out, which is really cool. And I really like enjoy that. Even if you like was Awakening Beat like your first like time like going, like, I mean, of course it was like 100 million, but what was your highest before Awakening Beat T3 100 million?
So I have like 3 T10s, but they were very, for a T10, like pretty low
Mm-hmm.
as far. I think like the highest one was maybe break time at like 20 mil, 22 mil or something like that. So I mean, nothing compared to what I had to go for Awakening Beat.
For sure. I remember your custom profile. The one that
Which one?
said the one I well you had so many. I almost named
Right.
this podcast. I almost named this episode of the podcast, like custom profiles, greater than tiering. But then YouTube said you can't use the the greater than sign in the title, and I said, oh, okay.
Okay,
Um,
fine.
but yeah, I was talking about the custom profile where it is it the Hinamatsuri's Tsukasa card, and then it's
Oh, yep.
yeah, it's they don't know I have the highest T3 in Sekai.
Yeah, I think because you just look at it, it's just like it's the same, I don't know, it just looks the same as any other T3, but like
Hmm.
no, I
Yeah.
worked a little harder for this, unfortunately, harder than I wanted to. But I mean, I'm happy, I'm proud of it.
Yeah, like I remember the Awakening Beat was just such a intense event
But
for
I heard it
the
wasn't. Yeah, I heard it was pretty average or like below average for the other tiers.
oh
It was
well
just
for the top
podium.
yeah, podium of course was very intense. Um do you remember anything like your feelings during the time when you were like, "Oh my god, I have to go to 100 million."
Yeah, I just remember seeing Lemo post, like when they got to 100 mil, and I was like, wow, that's really cool. And I realized I'm like 20 mil away from that. I think I'm gonna have to get to 100 million too.
Yeah.
And then, lo and behold, 2 days later, yeah,
Yeah,
I was
it
at 100
was
mil.
and it was and it's such an achievement, right? Because um I don't think Podium has hit like the T3 Podium has hit 100 mil since
Yeah, no,
I'm
it was the
yeah.
first time that. Oh yeah, no, T3 has. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, T3 definitely has it.
It'll
And
probably be
it
me
was
again that has to do it.
you,
I'm just saying.
do you think so?
Oh yeah,
If anyone would do it, it'd be you.
yeah, I'd do it again.
I respect that grind. I really, really do. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about, your T1, Mermaid Admiration. So, well,
That was not planned.
oh, it wasn't planned. Okay, I did read
Yeah.
on, I believe it was someone messaged, and then I read it on Reddit, where you said that you wanted T2.
Yeah, okay, actually, initially, I just wanted T10, I wanted
Oh,
T10 for every
T10.
group. I don't have a Wonderland Showtime T10, I got a T20 for Smile of a Dreamer,
Uh-huh.
so I was like, next step would be T10. Well, like, we were playing, and I was already T1, and the
Yeah.
gap kept growing and growing, and I was like, well, I guess I guess I have the resources for this.
I see. So it was a bit of a spontaneous decision. I didn't know
Right.
that you were originally intending to go for T10. I only had heard of afterwards that you had wanted the T2 because it looked pretty. But of course, the situation occurred.
Yeah.
Yeah, very unfortunate. You don't have to speak on it if you don't wish to. If you would like to, you can feel free to. This is like an open space for you, basically.
I mean, it added spice to the run, I guess.
Oh, for sure.
But, it was very chill, just like nothing going on. It was just a very, I think I want to run now, guys, and let's go. It turned into a very like all of a sudden now we have to dash, and I am not sleeping. I am still trying to maintain, a 40-hour work week and
Ooh.
playing this game. I'm not sleeping.
40 hour. Were you working during Mermaid Admiration?
So, I took the first few days off because, like, I did the T10 with, like, the intent of I just really want to do a start dash. Like, our Awakening Beak start dash was so fun. Let's do it again, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I had, like, the first 5 days off, and then I ended up having to work, like, the last 2 or 3 days of the event, like, 12-hour shifts.
Oh.
So that was a little rough. But, just having everybody available at the times I was free was enough to help, maintain that gap between me and T2.
Yeah.
I did think I was going to lose it for a second, though.
Oh,
and I was like, even if I do, I'll get it back.
Oh, I love the confidence. The gap was closed so quickly, I would say, in a way that I was almost like in disbelief about. And I was right about that. I was watching your run and I was like, oh yeah, Pori's like way ahead of the pack.
Right, that's what I thought too. And I was like, oh yeah, I don't have to go past 50 mils, it'll be fine.
But I guess you had to work 12-hour days in the last bit. Because when I thought about it, I was like, wait, so if you wanted T10, then you probably didn't take like the whole event off. You know what I mean? So
right.
So now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, holy crap, you did that while working, huh?
Yeah, it sucked.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Like, many sleepless nights, I presume?
Well, I work nights, so sleepless days.
Oh, okay, sleepless days. Right. Night shift. Okay. Oh, gosh. Well, you were talking about how you enjoyed Awakening Beat Start Dash so much, and I totally understand why, because, like, Start Dashes are a big part of, are really enjoyable, a lot of people supporting you, and it feels good to, like, get all that community with everyone. Is there, who did you tier with because I've heard of GST, which I thought was a time zone, but apparently it's a group, and people in chat are talking about another group that I read earlier, BPM. Is that like a tag? Is that a server? What's up with that?
Oh yeah, GST. Yeah, that's kind of where I tier. I don't know how to use Discord very well. I don't know how to make my own servers, so I just kind of bombard them with my events. BPM is actually my 3 fillers that fill for me the 80% of Awakening Beat. But it just basically it's just the first initials of their names, so Banana, Pocket, and Maddie.
Banana, Pocket, Maddie. So those 3 are in a large part responsible for your T3 run.
All the chaos, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and mermaids.
and mermaids, of course. Okay, right. That's awesome then. Like to have like such a dedicated group of friends, I presume, helping you out.
Yeah.
That's really like sweet. I always love hearing things like that.
Well, yeah, they kind of defy the whole you need like a group of whales to tier. I mean, I wouldn't really call them whales. At most, maybe they're adult dolphins, but
adult dolphins.
Me, that's for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's always funny when I hear like okay, there is this phrase from a previous community I used to be in where it was like, people's definitions of whales always spends less than me, pleb, spends more than me, giga whale, spends my amount perfectly acceptable.
Right.
So always funny to hear people define like people as whale or dolphin or goldfish or whatever.
Well, yeah, there's a definition I read this morning. Apparently, I'm a dolphin. I'm like, there's no way I'm a dolphin. I'll take it.
There's no way. I mean, it just depends on like your own, your own sensibilities,
budget,
I suppose.
Finances, right?
Yeah, for sure. BPM seems to be saying that they're free to play fillers. How is poor Dolphin
Forced
Lamal? Someone
to play,
says.
yeah.
Forced to
Yeah, they're a little
play.
forced.
I see. Gosh, is there? Now I want to ask. You've tiered so many events. And you say you tier spontaneously, but you did say that you had your eye on Awakening Beat. Is there like a reason you decided to tier like any event in particular? For example, in Mermaid Animation, you're like, oh, I wanted a T10 for Wonderland's like Showtime, that kind of thing.
I mean, I definitely always wanted to do a podium run. I just, when you love them all, it's like, well, which one do I do? So it was kind of just like the timing of that event. It was end of July. That was a good time for me, as well as I'm actually privileged enough to have IRL friends that play Project Sekai, and they actually did a cosplay of the Beat Eater versions of An and Kohane.
Ooh.
So I mean, yeah, it was really cool. I mean, they're lucky, they didn't get into tiering, so they actually just enjoy the game. But
yeah,
I thought it would be kind of cool to just podium that event, just because it has good memories.
I see. Okay, well, if it has good memories, that's like the most important thing, right? And I assume you made good memories while tiering the event as well.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome to hear.
Right.
You continue. Sorry.
Oh no, just like I was trying to tell my IR friends like what I had done, because right after Awakening Beat, I had an anime convention. I was like, you guys, look what I did. They're just like, oh yeah, that's nice. Like, no, you don't understand.
It's always
more than nice.
Yeah. Coming from like people on the outside looking in, I think they just think like tierers are crazy people.
Crazy.
Like,
yeah.
Actually,
no,
like mental asylum. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, tierers are like you have to be a little bit of crazy to do it.
Yeah.
For sure. Now I want to ask. You said you played Project Diva. Do you play any other gacha games?
No, actually, like, no, I don't.
Nah, not even a single one.
No, I play Ensemble Stars now, but that was more of like something to defer me from playing, like, Project Sekai while I was trying to save crystals. So I only kind of like return to it every now and then.
Okay. So you have Ensemble Stars as like a
I don't even know.
Stay.
I have no idea.
Like don't go here so that you don't spend on Sekai for a little bit. Gotcha, right. Gotcha. Someone, Banana, is saying, you play N-Stars and you didn't tell me? In chat.
Like, we're in the same society, Banana. Wait, what? I thought we were. Actually, I don't really know. I just kind of open the app, I do the work tickets, and then I leave.
I have no clue
I don't know
anything about N-Stars. So I'll just take your word for it. And Banana says that you aren't in the same society.
Oh, darn.
Okay. Well, so the only gacha game you play like seriously then is Sekai.
Right.
That's
I don't know anything about Genshin Impact. Throw that out there now, I'm sorry.
That's the game people go to when they're like,
but if I see them at a convention, I can tell which cosplayers are from Genshin Impact.
The designs are like kind of,
yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah, they're really cool, and they're kind of, what's the word? Like very easy to identify.
Differentiate, right?
Yeah. Gosh, if you don't play any other gacha games, do you play any? What types of games do you play, like in general then?
See, I was like a big on-the-go player, but not on my phone. I was one of those people who had like 6 3DSs. I still have like 3 Switches.
Ooh,
just 3?
Yeah. I what do you need 3 for?
Well, when you got the original one they launched, then you had to get I had to get the light version because and then I had to get the limited edition Animal Crossing one because.
Okay. Yeah, I understand. I understand that much. Okay. I was thinking about like the logistics of it. I was like, can you even like do you like play with like 1 foot, 2 hands?
No, I'm not that good yet. Yeah.
Not yet. Keep an eye out, everyone in the chat, for Pori, like ultra gamer filling with 1 leg. And then the 3 switches on each other appendage. Like,
I don't know if you know about Washi, but yeah, that would be my sensei in that practice.
Washi, share your like ultra quadruple tiering methods in chat.
Encoring with toe. Yeah.
Encoring with toe. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I need to know the story behind that one. And someone says, GST lore, secret IRL whale Pori. I guess that's in reference to you having 3 Switches. Do you own like other than you said 3 Switches and 6 3DSs? What are the 6 3DSs of, by the way?
Same thing. You know, I got the original launch one, then I had to get the, you know, like that 2DS one, and then of course I have like the X and Y limited edition one, the Zelda limited edition one.
Man,
I got a Japanese imported one for fun. Yeah, it's like I don't know.
I
don't know why I do it.
I get it though. Like you just kind of want that stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know, it's not like I bought it all in the same month. It was like, you know, over the lifespan of that product.
yeah, for sure. I guess that's like in some ways that's like a much healthier spending method than tiering.
Right. Then, you know, like then going through like 200k crystals in 1 week. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. How many, if I may ask, how many crystals do you think you've spent in the game total?
Oh, I have no idea. I think it was like 350k for Awakening Bee. I can't remember. I did the math somewhere, but it was a lot.
Yeah,
because I only started the event with like 220, 225, and then
you had to top up later.
100 million push. Yeah, I
did. For sure. Well, you have been such a like competitive tier in Sekai. But is there a reason that you've stuck with like Sekai as your main game and haven't like, you know, decided this game kind of sucks actually, I don't really want to play anymore, or like for example spend more time with your Switches or then your 3 Switches and 6 3DSs, you know?
It feels like if there's not something, you know, better to distract me from playing Project Sekai, I just go back to it. But, you know, I'm hoping that, you know, with the new Pokemon games launching, I'm hoping I'll take, you know, at least a good solid 2-week break, but we'll see.
Oh, a solid 2-week break!
It's not the same thing. The same thing with Diamond and Pearl when they launched those, and then I was like, this game kind of sucks, so I went right back.
Oh, no! Well, I guess it's fine if you enjoy it, right? That's the most important thing. And it seems like you have to enjoy it to tier, right? So that's just how it is. What do you even like about Sekai? Do you I know you said you're a rhythm gamer, so how do you find the rhythm aspects and like what part of Sekai like makes it attractive to you as a player?
It's a good question. You know, I just feel like when I initially started playing, it was like, oh, hey, they have this song, and eventually, you know, I got into the storylines. Of course, you know, I skipped every single one initially. I didn't go back and start reading my first group story until like maybe the 4th or 5th event in. So, you know, once I got like hooked by the stories and the characters, then, you know, I remember like I just got like that present box that said I got a 30k title for a Marionette. I was like, oh, that's a thing. So, you know, the next event was the potato one, and I was like, let's see how high we could go. And I got T100 just from spamming Viva Happy. And I was like, wow, that was pretty easy.
Yeah, isn't it so easy when you're isn't it so easy that's like the small domino, and then the big domino is the 100 million awakening.
Right. And I didn't realize, you know, I was still getting like the new account bonuses. I was getting, you know, the level up, like I was getting all the free stuff. I didn't realize, oh, crystals are pretty limited down the road, but that's okay. You don't have to tell past me that.
If you could like time travel, would you tell past you that?
No, I would tell past me to not feed my cords to P-lockers. I don't know why I did that.
Oh!
I got like 2 SL3 P-lockers, which is, I mean, it's whatever.
You know, past...
I'd like those back, though.
Past people, you know, past yourself always makes mistakes that you're like, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You must have been, did you spend like since the early days of you playing, or did you spend like later on in your time playing?
Yeah, I did like the first 2 weeks, just like occasionally logging in and just like trying to, you know, because if I see like a song that's not cleared on all the modes, I feel like I have to clear it. So I spent like a lot of the beginning just like clearing all the difficulties that I could. and that accumulated crystals pretty quick. And then
Yeah.
eventually I got probably colorful, deluxe, basic. I don't know.
Okay,
That's probably
okay.
where it started.
I see. I asked this
Because
because
it just made sense.
I asked that because you mentioned that you fed cords to P-lockers, and I was like, wait, if you did that, then you must have had cords. And and how did you
because
get
I looked at that. I looked at that, like that first welcome package, they like a one-time only, it
Yeah.
comes with a cord. I looked at that, I was like, that's stupid. I would never buy that. But then I bought it.
Oh, the classic, the classic. I would never wail in this game.
Like, who would buy a G-Pack?
Who would buy this G-Pack? Its value is so bad. Just buy the colorful basic for like.
Right, just save your crystals. It's fine.
Yeah.
That 30 you get a day is enough.
Oh, good. I understand. I really do. It's like, I feel like every like spender in gacha has been there at one point where it starts off as like, this is like stupid. Who would do that? And then later it's like, oh,
I'm doing it.
Me.
It's me.
It's me. Wow. Okay. Well, that's so funny in a lot of ways. Like just looking at how, what is it like? Anyone could become a whale. Watch out! I feel like there should be like a commercial warning people about that. But
right, with the support group call.
Yeah.
Call. Right?
Yeah. Call 1-800-STOP whaling now. Okay, so now I want to ask, like, outside of playing Sekai, your 3 Switches, your 6 3DSs, what do you do? Like, what hobbies do you have?
I've mentioned a few times, I like doing conventions. It's always a good time. I'm actually, one of those people who will go to the gaming room and will just monopolize, like, the idle dancing machine at 2 in the morning.
Oh.
And I'll just keep playing until somebody else wants to play. Then I'll let them play, and then I'll go back on it.
Good arcade etiquette. Very good arcade etiquette.
Right. I'm just like, it's 2 in the morning. Everybody's at the rave or they're in bed. Like, it's fine. I can do this.
I see. I've seen, you are a cosplayer?
Yeah.
What have you cosplayed?
So, the first, Project Sekai cosplay I did was actually Nene. So that's why I kind of felt good getting that Mermaid admiration title, because Nene is kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
But aside from that, I mean, I actually liked other things before Project Sekai.
Well, yeah, of course. I was curious.
What did I do?
Before Project Sekai, who was I? Now,
right.
I have to ask. This is like legally obligated. Have you cosplayed as Porygon too?
No, I don't know how I'd do that. I mean, I'm not that crafty. I mean, I'd wear the cosplay, someone made it for me. I'd buy one.
I see.
Not to get that commission, but yeah.
I'm sure you could pull it off. You'd be an incredible
if I did
Porygon.
it'd just be a bunch of boxes. I can only do cardboard boxes with duct tape.
Cardboard box with duct tape is a completely legitimate strategy, though.
Yeah, it would hold up for a little while.
Yeah. Are you still like trying to remember what you enjoyed before Project Sekai?
Well, at my last convention, I cosplayed as Senku from Dr. Stone.
Oh, okay, Dr. Stone.
I also did Shifuyu from Tokyo Revengers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I liked anime. I still like anime.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really watched a lot, but
not a lot recently.
Maybe, right? Just slap an envy.
Oh, so. Man, do you? Oh, now that you say that, I noticed. Someone pointed this out to me, and it didn't click before with me. Have you tiered a CC?
No, I don't know how. Like, I can't even play with my friends during CC because we just time out every time. Since I love them all, I don't have a group that will like even out my BP. So I always just go to like stage chord.
Oh.
Or I just pub.
I Naruto. Okay, that makes sense actually.
It kind of sucks.
That actually makes sense. Would you ever consider tiering a CC?
Yeah, I want to, but I don't know. I need a trial run first. I don't trust
A trial
all
run.
the different
Gotcha.
factors that you can't control. I'm just like I get so frustrated so easily. I feel like
Ah, so
at least with
Envy's
Envy,
just
everything is in my control. It's just
yeah,
like
yeah,
as
yeah.
long as I have good fillers and everybody's
Mm-hmm.
got good connection. It's pretty reliable.
Someone
Whereas you
said
never know what's gonna happen with the
T20
CC.
summer. He's lying.
Yeah, I pubbed that though. It was fine.
Okay. Pumping
It was
is
like
fine.
that pub where I kept like running into like other whales and we would just time out still. And I'm like, well, there goes that plan.
Man, like, I when you talked about like how you have when you play marathons with Envy, it's like under control, but like
Yeah.
CC's out of your control and you can get frustrated easily. Um,
Yeah.
have you ever been like frustrated while tearing a marathon then?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah. I just remember like, waking up during Awakening B, it was like day 3. I had slept for like 12 hours. I was like, I got this under control. And realizing, I checked the leaderboard, it wasn't under control. And I had big plans for the rest of my days off. I was going to play Earthbound. I was just going to clean, do not Envy. And then
yeah.
realizing, oh no, I'm going to have to slap Envy for like the next 5 days still. And just like, because people say podium runs in EN is just like, oh, you just do a good start dash and then a few more days after that, and then you're done. And that's what I was hoping for. That's what I was
Yeah.
expecting. And that it wasn't that. It was like every single day, like 20-hour sessions.
Awakening Beat was
Yeah.
like a really unique event in that matter because I feel like a lot of events really aren't like that. For the most part, they
I
do
wouldn't know.
go. Oh. True
Like,
enough.
I
True
would
enough.
not know.
True. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Gosh,
So
yeah,
that,
no,
it
you
wasn't
wouldn't know.
frustrating, but I do feel like I was a little impatient because I started to get to the point where I was like living off baby food and I was like sleep deprived, and I
Mhm.
just felt like I was living in clutter because I wanted to do some summer cleaning. It's just
Mhm.
those little things that were just like adding up, and I was like, man, this sucks. But I got over
Yeah. No, you just get over it, Lana.
it.
What do you do while tearing? Like some people watch shows, some people listen to podcasts. Listen to my podcast, by the way.
I did.
I heard you
to
listen
both
to
of them. It was like 2 hours, so I mean, like that was solid entertainment.
yeah 2 hours. Hopefully when I make more people can actually listen to them for like a long period of time because right now I 2 hours is like nothing, So
I know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's all good though.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the future who might be listening to this while hearing.
Yeah, no, like what's your choice of tearing entertainment?
Oh, that's a good question. I feel like I don't have enough. I mean, sometimes I just like get on this like autoplay YouTube thing, and I don't even know what I'm listening to all of a sudden. It's okay though. It's just kind of like background noise. Otherwise, I do long walks in my house.
Oh, you walk while tearing.
I swear I walked like 10 miles because yeah, it's just like
Oh
when you get to
man.
that point where you just if you're still, you just micro sleep. So you just force yourself to
For
walk.
sure the micro sleeps are really dangerous. Pocket is saying, "Wow, Pori no care our entertainment," and everyone is spamming GSTVC in chat. I assume you're in VC with GST. And
Oh yeah, usually for start dashes, yeah, it's like a 3-day long sleepover.
but it's enjoyable
Where you
then.
don't sleep, but
It has to be enjoyable at the very least, though.
oh yeah.
Any funny GSTVC stuff that you'd be willing to share?
Oh yeah, I know I was gonna mention this one at some point, but there was like during the Awakening Beach Star Dash, I think we were probably like 24 hours in, so I was kind of tired. It was like 6 in the morning my time, so dead hours. But I have a good friend Mac who just decided that they were going to play Geki with their toes, and
The toast?
we had to do a co-op, obviously, right? Because I mean that was difficult. They kept dying, so I left Envy during my start dash to join this co-op where Mac played with his toes. That's how I cheered.
Hey GST, what the fuck? Oh, sorry. This is a family-friendly pod. Oh, what the? Hey GST, what's up with that? Can I get?
Yeah, that's a good time.
Wow.
I mean, there's a GIF and everything. were convinced that that was probably, you know, what secured my podium run.
You know, I don't doubt it. That sounds legit to me. um, wow. That's quite the story. And honestly, I don't even think I comprehended most of that, but that's okay. I'll re-listen to this part
no sense.
and then I'll understand later.
No, you won't.
Oh, well, I'll re-listen to it and then I won't understand, but I won't understand in like a better way.
Right.
GST is a super serious tiering server. um how do you feel about that statement? It's being spammed a bit. GST.
I mean, I used it as a very serious tiering server. I mean, I was the first one to do a podium run like completely within GST. So
Ooh.
prior to that, I think we had a few T20s. I used GST for some of my T10s, but I kind of just used Stageboard for majority of it. So I mean, it's kind of serious, I guess.
Kind of serious.
If you want it to be. I mean, it just depends on how serious the runner is, really. I mean, they have the resources though to like carry somebody if they really wanted to go high, but it's really, you know, a matter of how much resources does the runner have.
I definitely can see what you're talking about because like in the end it does matter. Your runner is
right. I mean, you
the
can't.
most important part,
You're
right?
not gonna be able to like, you know, 3-time boost all the way to like
Yeah.
T3, but
yeah. Oh, well, you say that, but I'm infamously the freaking 5 times podium, 5 can podium person. So, but that was like a long time ago. Don't 5 can podium, guys. That's not real. That's not real.
No, you can do it.
No.
As long as you're in a serious tiering server.
True. If you have GST, then you can 5 can podium. You heard it here first, guys. I have a question because everyone was like memeing about you like loving Envy. Do you actually love Envy?
I mean, as a song, it's okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. What if Envy didn't exist? Then what would it be? I don't know.
That is true. Like Envy.
I'm ambiguous.
Ambiguous. Do you have a favorite song in the game then? Whether it be like in JP or in EN, I don't know what you've listened to.
Oh, I love cinema. I mean, as far as like, you know, like commission songs for the game, at least. Yeah, cinema.
Cinema's amazing.
When I can.
Yeah. Cinema is straight amazing. Do you like YOASOBI's other works?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say like there's anything I hate, so it's just like.
That's fair enough. Yes, cinema.
Right.
Cinema is like a song of all time. You know.
Yeah.
People are saying that you are in a committed relationship / legally married to Envy.
Yeah, probably. I mean, if they like came out with a better meta song, I'd probably still pick Envy.
Oh, really?
I'd grief my own run for it.
Really. That says
Maybe.
everything. That says everything we need to know. You're like
Depends,
serious.
I mean, if it's just no, maybe not.
Well, maybe not. Of course.
I don't know.
I guess it depends on like how competitive the event would be, right?
Right.
But if you could do it, you would.
Maybe.
Maybe. Fair enough.
Because you know, like being a happy spam is like kind of like mentally hard.
Is it though?
Like
because
that's a mute, like no volume. Like I'm not listening to
I
this.
don't know about.
You can't even like turn on like 3DP. Like there's no 3D
Okay, well,
MV
I
to even, like
agree
distract
with
you.
that. I do agree that it can. That is bad, but it does have the pause at the beginning. That's so wonderful.
Hate that.
You hate
No.
it? I used to
I
like,
hate Hello,
eat.
how are you for that?
I used to eat like a lot between the games because of that pause. So like I missed, and I remember when during Singing in Sync, did you tier that event at all, or were you like casual during that event? 'Cause you said you tier potato and,
Oh,
and
man.
stuff.
I got locked out of my account during that
Oh,
event,
really?
Yeah, I meant to tier pretty high for it.
How did that happen?
I uninstalled the app. That everybody should sync or link up their, you know, game accounts to their phones or whatever you play on, because I uninstalled the app and I had to go through
Wow.
their help desk to get my account back.
Well,
By the time I got it back, we were into the next event. Obviously.
oh man, I'm wow. You
Yeah.
listen up.
That was me.
PSA. Bind your accounts. guys. Don't leave them unbound. Pori, it would be so devastating if you lost your account now, right? So, holy, wow.
I can't imagine. I hope I wouldn't do it again.
Oh, good lord. You have it bound now, though?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Solid.
I learned.
Okay. You learn. Never make the same mistake twice. I get it.
Right.
What's up with this comment? Pori judges our outfits when we fill.
Oh yeah, because I turn on the 3D MV every now and then, especially if I get like a new group of fillers in. I just like it's always a crime if you got somebody in their default outfit. That's just why would you do that?
Oh.
Even like the Sonic outfit's more interesting. Okay, maybe not the Sonic outfit. That's like okay, it depends.
I misunderstood that comment. I thought that you were judging like what they were wearing, like IRL,
like in real life.
Yeah, and I was like, what? I was like, Pori, like, do you like play fashion? Like, Pori's such a fashionista out here. Oh, good lord. No, but I get it now. So you have the 3D MV on. And you watch it, and you're like, oh, now I judge your outfits while they fit. Okay, that makes a lot more sense than freaking drip police Pori. Gosh, okay.
Well, okay, anybody out there planning to go to my Christmas party, I'm telling you, entry fee is, you have to be in either the Miku or the Nene Christmas outfit. It doesn't matter which one.
I am so intrigued by your Christmas party. Okay, well, actually, what I am intrigued by is your custom profiles. You have probably some of the best, like, funniest, most actively changing custom profiles, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I've gotten pretty good at like making circles.
Oh yeah.
Stuff.
Oh yeah. What like?
Why? I don't know why I do it.
You know, like what bring you don't know why you do it, of course, but is there what speaks to you in a custom profile?
I see a card, I'm like, that would look funny with the Porygon head on it.
You know what? That's totally fair. The one I remember, the one I remember the most are the one where it's like they don't know I have the highest T3 in Ian Sekai, and the one with Mermaid Luca, the two with Mermaid Luca. Because I remember it and I was like, oh, that's funny. Was it that Mermaid Luca was hugging Porygon? Is in the
Oh yeah. You get emotionally attached to these cards when you have to go through shit or poop with them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, family friendly podcast, guys. And then I remember the trained one where you were telling a certain someone you were waiting for them. Which is incredible, mind you. I thought that
was me
was
coping.
Incredible.
I was stuck at work and I had nothing. Like I wanted to tier, but I could only pub.
Yeah.
And when I'm at work, I can't really reliably play. So I was like, let's channel this energy into this custom profile.
I gotcha. Yeah, and your custom profiles, I feel like, because a lot of people will check them, and I feel like they really just speak to people, like they're so
I was surprised
emotive.
by how many friend requests I got that were just like, I need to hear more for this custom profile. Where's the ending? Or just like so many compliments for just a couple circles on some cards. Great.
No, it's because there's
like I see some actually really good ones.
Yeah, they're so entertaining is the thing. Like they tell a story, and isn't that what people want?
I guess instead of like seeing really actually time consuming custom profiles that are actually really artistic, then there's just me with circles. But
who cares about artistic? I want to see Porygon on the characters of Project Sekai. That's what really matters in life.
Yeah, I've learned that. Yeah, that's why maybe I still play the game.
The custom profile system.
It definitely livened it up, of course.
Oh, I really do enjoy them, and so I can totally see why they would be like such an enjoyable thing to do. I do have a question about the future. Are there any events that you're eyeing, like, or if you like to say, if you don't want to say, that's fine. I understand that people want to keep their tiers private sometimes.
I don't know, Christmas, but I'm not gonna like Christmas.
Okay.
Right.
But you're
Yeah,
quite
I feel like that's pretty
spontaneous.
public information.
Okay,
Pretty
okay.
spontaneous.
But you're pretty spontaneous here, so if someone sees you on the leaderboard, don't be surprised, I guess.
Right, I might fall off, I might go higher. It's just like, I don't know.
I like that energy. Like, maybe.
Right.
I get it. So the Christmas party will be happening during more making Christmas. I presume.
Maybe.
Maybe.
know.
It might be happening. Okay.
Because isn't let's see, the BBS event actually during Christmas?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
I wish I
be.
remember. It could
It
be.
might be that event. I don't know.
Oh,
It
the
could
Christmas
be New
the
Year's.
Christmas party will be whenever Christmas is. Then.
Maybe.
Oh, maybe. It might be sooner, might be later. Just like your tiers might be higher, might be lower.
Right.
Gotcha. Oh man. Okay. Well, do you have any details you'd like to share about your Christmas party at all? Like anything? Like the rules, the etiquette?
Yeah, if somebody wants to get like a 200 mil T1, so I can get like a. Well, no, I need a 200 mil T3, so I can get like a 201 T2. But then, of course, that means we need a T1 that's going to be over 201. So I mean,
That's true.
any takers, let me know.
That's true. Gosh,
That was mostly sarcasm. I hope.
I'm sure there's. Hello, anyone in chat?
25 mil, I'm sure.
Would anyone in chat like to do a 200 plus mil T1
Mil podium
and a 200 mil T3? This is for a very important cause. Wait. There's this joke that's been appearing in the chat that now just clicked into my head. People have been calling you a Jesus Oshi, and I think I finally understand what that means.
Yeah.
It's for your freaking Christmas party. Oh.
Because it's just like it's an MMG, but it's not only that. I mean, it's not that remarkable, you know. It's Minori. It's not even doing Christmas. So I mean, people are still in school, or they're not on their holiday breaks yet. Like, how bad could it be?
How bad could it be?
Like, you don't factor it in until like there could be Jesus Oshis out there.
Yeah, there could be a Jesus Oshi out there.
Who's like ready to inflate that podium. It might be me. I don't know.
Are you a Jesus Oshi? Do you consider yourself a Jesus Oshi?
I mean, if I inflate the podium, then I guess. But if it's actually, my first chill like podium run, then cool. I'll take it.
I see. When do you think your first chill podium run will ever come? Never? Soon? Christmas?
I just assume never, because like I don't want to get frustrated again, Like,
I get it.
We're gonna load up 300k at least.
Yeah. You'd rather, prepare for the worst than be frustrated that you didn't get the best,
it's just
I suppose.
Just like with gacha, like I don't go in thinking I'm not gonna have to spark. Like, I assume.
Yeah, the spark kind of comes with the territory, doesn't it? So it's such a shame.
Yeah. Like, you learn after like so many, like, okay, they're not coming out until 90k.
It's horrible. It's always horrible. Who have you had to spark?
My very first spark actually was the New Year's Len.
Oh.
And that's kind of, that was the domino effect for that, because once you do it once, you're like, I guess that wasn't so bad.
It wasn't that bad.
I got a lot of other cards. And,
Mm-hmm.
that was, before any pity, too. So, like, then I ended up sparking again on, Nocturne. I can't even remember which card it was for. It was probably for Akito. And then I refrained from sparking for a very long time after that. Oh, wait, no. Smile of a Dreamer. Never mind. Yeah, I had to spark for that. That was the worst gacha for me. But it sounds like a lot of people had some bad luck during that event.
Are there any gachas? Do you pull in every gacha? Or are there any you skipped?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you pull in every gacha.
I mean, I'll do, like, the first discounted 10 pull. And then if it's really something, where I'm saving, like, I didn't pull on the first few events before Awakening Beat, because, it's like a self-control thing.
Yeah.
Saving crystals. So I did, like, the 10 pulls and the dailies, and that was it.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Is there, is there, do you have a favorite set in the game?
I actually really like the full stage cards, like the trained ones.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I think they're pretty cool. I didn't hear that event. I was like maybe 400. I don't know. And I didn't get the cards until, the fest afterwards. But now that I have them, I feel like I use them a lot for my custom profile.
Yeah, they look really great. I can see why you'd use them. Um,
Yeah.
would we ever get a Pori cosplaying hopeful stage cards ever? The wings seem difficult.
I mean, yeah, I'm not that crafty. I do Haruka cosplay. I have two friends actually, that do Irie and Shizuku.
That's
So
so
I mean,
cute.
we're working on our MMJ
I love
group. Yeah.
I love group cosplays. They're so
Right.
cute. What does
Yeah.
a Len clown outfit mean?
I think they're just making fun of me because I am R5'd initial Len, the Wonderland Showtime one.
Oh!
So I can in that lovely outfit. He looks so good in it though. He's just having the time of his life. Yeah.
He's
recommend
enjoying it.
Yeah.
I think Pori is the only fan on Ian Sekai who likes that card. Feel free to prove me wrong. I feel like I've only ever seen hate for that card. People are like, "Oh my god, he's such a clown! Look at that clown boy, stupid banana!" Like,
the little guy tried his best. What?
I don't know. I feel like it's not a very well liked card. Like people are easy to clown on it. Rather even among some of the other cards that maybe aren't that much of a hit.
So I'm not gonna lie, I was very surprised when I got into the Project Sekai community and how like people are disappointed if they like in the gacha they get the Vocaloid card instead of like whoever the event banner is. I'm just like, that's why I pull. Like I'm pulling until I can spark like whoever the featured virtual singer is. Like I will be getting Rin here in about 15 minutes.
True. I think that's the thing with like the divide in like some people are more into the OC, some people more into the virtual singer, some people like both, some people have a mix of like their faves, some people like everyone.
Right.
Reminder that of your liking everyone status. Oh, is there a group that you haven't tiered for yet, or have you hit everyone?
I don't know what you consider tiering. I mean, the highest I've actually gone for Nigo is like T100. So I mean.
Oh, I just want like it's not about me, it's about you, So like
Right. I don't feel like I've earnestly tiered Nigo. That's.
Okay, guys.
Like,
so in T minus 11 minutes, I expect Pori to be T.
Right, I know. No, I'd be okay with like a T50 because I know like it's a busy time right before Color Fest coming up and anniversary, and so I feel like this is the best time.
I see.
To at least get a T50.
If you do tier, then people shouldn't be surprised because you announced it here, huh? Or announced that you might do it.
If I fall off, it's all good too.
Yeah.
Because I might look at my Chris account and be like, I need chords.
I like how like not like nonchalant, but like chill you are about this whole thing. Like some people are and of course it's fine to be invested. Of course you're gonna be invested if you're spending time and money and like energy into it. But you're just so chill about it. You're like, yeah, if I fall off, it's like like
right. It's like once like I said, like what you mentioned earlier, I plan to initially drop down to T2 for Mermaid Admiration, even though I was easily at T1 because we handshook really early on and I was okay with like receding for the prettier title and to give somebody else at T1. But it's when somebody else just comes up, without any warning that I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like this is my territory, I gotta defend it.
I get it. It's like a sense of pride in some ways.
Yeah. Like I feel like even if the redacted T2 didn't do what they did, I feel like I would have pushed no matter what.
You'd still protect your territory. I get it.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Kirby, I would have pushed.
That's fair enough. And that part is what is like so kind of respectable about a lot of tiers, like being willing to like make that push even if you don't necessarily have to. That kind of thing is like really respectable in my opinion, at least.
Yeah.
And
it sucks, but I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Is there any last things you want to talk about or want to add?
I don't think so.
Cool. Then this is the point where I give you free reign. Feel free to plug anything you want. Take as much time as you need, and then we'll wrap things up. Go.
Oh, I don't know. Look out for my next custom profile. I have no plugging here.
Okay, I'll plug in your place. Follow Porygon. Follow Pori on Twitter. At what is it? At P0RYG 0 N_2 at on Twitter. And be sure to look out for the custom profile because apparently it's gonna be a banger. Maybe, maybe not.
Maybe.
Who
I don't know.
knows?
It might be a flop. We'll see.
Might be a flop, might not be. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on the podcast. I really, really appreciate it, and you've been a joy to interview. And now, I'll let you go because I know that you have to lovingly gotcha for Rin in about 8 minutes.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Well, everyone in the chat, thank you for coming. It means a lot. The chat was really active today. And once again, this was the Sekai Podcast, episode 3, featuring Pori. Bye bye.